What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy Dtlf back with another video, man. Today, you guys know what time it is. It's Fan Phone Call Friday, man. Super excited for today's show. I'm gonna have the obviously diehard Laker fans calling in from all over, and we're gonna discuss all kinds of subjects, including tonight's game versus the Timberwolves. That I think it's another trap game, just like those Thunder games were, except I think this team's a little bit more dangerous because they've been losing a lot lately. So we're going to talk about all that. This isn't pre-game, so we're free to discuss all week's longest games. The last game, happy birthday to Russell Westbrook, by the way. You know, Brody turns 33. I expect a big night from him. Hopefully it's very productive and lower on the turnover side. But tonight we're going to cut him some slack because it's his birthday. So I look forward to seeing how he plays on his birthday and what type of passion. It'd be nice to see him play good on his birthday. And again, Minnesota Timberwolves, you know, they got Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, who's been balling. I think he dropped a career high, 40-something last game, if I'm not mistaken. So Vitali, you know, and not only Anthony Edwards, but they got, again, Karl Towns, D'Angelo Russell. They got Malik Beasley. Josh Okogie, for some reason, tends to kill us all the time. You know, a little bit above average players always tend to go off. But bottom line is tonight, man, tonight we have a chance to go 3 in a row. I think for the first time this year. So that's huge on momentum building. We're currently 7-5. We need all the victories we can get. Schedule gets a lot tougher, guys. Schedule gets so much more tougher. You know, we got the Spurs coming up on Sunday, followed by the Bulls on Monday. But yeah, all right. And just a little bit, once this chat gets a little more filled up, I'm going to drop the phone number so you guys can start calling in and we can start talking Lakers basketball. Matter of fact, you know what? Since you guys were here first, I'm going to go ahead and reward you and drop the phone now. So go ahead and call in if you guys want to talk to your boy, man. First 17 up in here, first 21. I'm sure one of you guys has a high chance of getting in here, man. We're going to talk whatever you guys want to talk. Are you guys happy with the team's latest performance, the last 2-game win streak? You guys, what would you guys tighten up in the rotation? Anything you guys want to call in, now's your chance, man, because we got a little bit of people in the chat. So this is a good opportunity. What's up, Q? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you, Vitali, man. Thanks. Lakers versus Bulls is gonna be crazy on Monday, man. I'm looking forward to that game. That's gonna be a crazy one. Matter of fact, my boy hit me up. He wanted to go, but I'm a little tight on money. I was like, all right. Let's just see you know, how we're looking by Monday. But still, that would have been a nice game to attend. Whoever's going, man, enjoy that game. Lakers, Bulls, you know, all the hype that the Bulls has been put on the Bulls recently, man. I think it's warranted because, you know, they got good players, but I think as their schedule gets a little bit tougher, I think you're going to start seeing the Bulls, you know, start losing certain games. So we'll see what happens. Well, what's up? Phone Call Friday. Nobody wants to call in today or what, man? What's going on? We only got 19 people in the chat. That's a first. That's a very first. I guess we're a little early, but that's all right. He said Warriors don't play anybody until the second half of the season. Yeah, they start off with a really easy schedule, but you can also make that argument for us, man. You could also make that argument from us. All right, let's take the phone call, man. You're on live with Dtlf and Laker Nation. What's up?
Yo, what up, Dan?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself, man?
Pretty good, brother. What's your name and where you calling in from?
It's Marcelo calling in from Tulare, California.
Nice Cali in the house. Yes, sir. So how are we feeling about tonight, man?
Man, it's a love-hate relationship with these Lakers, man. But nonetheless, I'm going to ride with them when we winning, and I'm going to ride with them when we not winning, man. At the end of the day, that's what it is. You know, I honestly wasn't a huge fan of the Russell Westbrook trade.
Okay.
Just because I watched him, and I knew how he was. Yeah, he's, you know, triple-double king, but I also watched a lot of the errors he made towards the end of games.
Right.
Poor shots. But he's a Laker now, so.
Hey, and today's his birthday, brother. Today's his birthday, so.
Yeah, today is his birthday. Hopefully he goes off, man. If
right.
he don't,
right.
Is what it is.
It's either going to go one way or the other, right? Either it's his birthday and he's going to ball out, or it's his birthday and he's going to try to do too much. So we'll see what version we get, man. But
for sure. Hopefully, whether he has a good game, bad game, at the end of the day, all we want is a W.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, and that's all we're really looking for tonight. Again, for those that haven't heard, Austin Reeves is out for at least 2 weeks now. So that's unfortunate. What do you think of all the injuries thus far, bro?
That's tough, man. I mean, you can look at it in a positive light and say, you know what? we haven't even been fully healthy to really see our rotation. We
Absolutely.
still haven't even seen Trevor Ariza.
Absolutely,
So,
bro.
I mean, he's gonna bring some defense, and some offense. So it's gonna be scary for us, for the other teams. Obviously, being a biased Laker,
Right.
I don't care who we take. We at the top.
That's right, brother.
As far as I know Milwaukee won it last year, but
they were just shining the trophy for us, man. That's all it was. They're just holding it for 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, you hear about the Lakers no
Right.
matter what. When we were losing, we were having nationally televised games when we had Robert Sacre and Chris Kaman.
Oh yeah, those guys got the most. Those guys got more TV time than they could ever imagine, man. And those are the benefits of playing for the Lakers.
We're the Lakers, that's why.
That's right,
man,
bro.
You know what it is.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you, man.
I know a couple of times. Hey, no problem, man. I'm rocking with you. I'm on my way to get my hair twisted, so I'm tuning into the live.
Hey, that's what's up.
Hey, I'm rocking with you, Dan. You the man for sure.
I appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for the call, man, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Likewise, man.
All right, brother. Take it easy, man. We're going to take some more phone calls here because we got the line stacking up. So keep calling. Phone numbers on the screen for those of you guys asking. Here it is. Let's take the next caller right now. Oh, we dropped the call, so somebody else gets a chance. So, I mean, he's totally right. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to get the nationally televised games whether we win or lose, but you have to be impressed with one thing, okay? Regardless of the slow start and all that BS that we've been through early on, losing to the Thunder twice and all that, you have to be, incredibly proud of the fact that they're battling through injuries and we're finding ways to get victories, man. So that's good news. What's up, man? You're on live with DTLF. Hello? Hello?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, brother?
What's up, Dan? You excited for the Bulls game?
On Monday? Oh, yeah, of course. Always up for a little challenge, man, for sure. You a Laker fan or a Bulls fan? Hello? Did we lose him? Hello? I think we lost him. All right. Hey, if you guys get a little starstruck, man, and I don't hear you guys, I'm just going to assume that the call dropped. So I'm just going to hang up, guys, because we got plenty of callers calling in now. The line's getting pretty stacked up. What's up, man? You on live with Laker Nation?
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up, bro? Where you calling in from?
Man, what's up, bro? I'm calling in from Memphis, man.
Memphis? Oh, shit. Okay. What's up? You a Laker fan or you a fan of a different team, bro?
Man, I'm a Laker fan, man. Been a Laker fan. Kobe brought me to the Lakers.
That's right.
RIP to Kobe, man. But
yeah. Absolutely,
I've been watching your channel for years, brother, man, and I've been seeing you grow, man. And,
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you doing what you're doing, brother. What's up?
Oh, man. Hey, I'm excited for tonight's game, bro. Thanks for the call. Memphis in the house. Everybody shout out Memphis. What do you think of the rotation so far, man? People saying, people are basically butchering DeAndre Jordan already early in the season, including myself. I'll admit, I've been, spearheading this little, this little crowd, man, with the pitchforks. What do you think, though?
Right. I mean, I've been like that too, man. DeAndre, he hadn't been impressive at all. I believe there was one game where, he had a pretty good, wait a minute, he may have something left in the tank, but, the more he hasn't been on the floor, the more we've been winning.
Absolutely.
If you just look at the eye test, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, I don't mind him being the last piece on the bench, and I'm hoping maybe Kevin Love gets bought out later, maybe after All-Star break, and maybe that could be the let go and pull in product, man.
Kevin Love. I'll say this, man. I'm right there with you with K-Love. I think it would be pretty dope to get a stretch big. However, we do have to wonder how much does K-Love have left in the tank? You know what I mean? Is he still motivated to play basketball? Because I haven't seen too much of the Cavs, to be honest with you. But I haven't seen. Go ahead.
The only reason I say that, Dan, is because the game that when they played the Cavs, it seemed like he had some spring, man, and it seemed like he's just kind of not happy in the situation, and he's not giving it 100. I feel like if he joined the Lakers, already knowing LeBron, being from LA, I mean, come on, man.
Absolutely.
I think he'll just be next level, man. Honestly.
Man, I you know what? And I wouldn't be shocked if something like that happened, especially towards as we approach the buyout market as the season progresses. Yeah, hey, listen, if we can acquire a stretch big, I'd be eternally grateful to the front office because we could really use the floor spacing with Russ, Kent Bazemore, LeBron James, AD. We need more floor spacing out there, in my opinion. And having guys like Kent who aren't consistent shooters and Russell Westbrook and DJ, now you have three weaknesses in the starting lineup. So
absolutely,
yeah, man.
I want to just shout out one person real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
Malik Monk, man.
Malik
Monk, man. Shout out Malik, man.
Speak, bro. Speak. Hey, Malik Monk is dope, bro. I feel like he came here because he knew he would have opportunities to shine. Now, I hope
that he is, man. I respect him for that.
Hey, I hope that coach gives him consistent minutes, even when the rotation starts to bluster up, because he truly deserves it, man. He's been putting in work since Kentucky days. You know what's up. If you know, you know. Right?
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that, bro.
And his quote, after that game was he's trying to kill anybody in front of him. That's Mamba mentality to the max. And he's only 23.
Man. And that's what I see. I see it in him, man. He's so confident.
He's only 23. People forget he was a lottery pick. He's only 23. He hasn't gotten opportunities. But the Lakers, man, you either sink or swim. And if you can swim here, you will carve out yourself a nice little career moving forward. I mean, look at Caruso, look at Trevor Ariza when he came through here. Look at all these role players, right? So I'm hoping that we have another Cinderella story with Malik Monk and he ends up signing long-term with the Lakers, or at least giving us an impact year, man. But so far, so good. So good, man.
Yes, sir.
Has that been?
I appreciate being on your call. Hey, look, if you can, man, check out my channel, man.
Okay.
I'm a Laker fan. It's called Laker Rescue.
Okay. Laker Rescue.
I only have like 27 subscribers or something, but
for sure, bro.
I just kind of talk about these games, and I'm not as consistent as you are, but I'm trying to get something rolling, man. Just check me out.
For sure.
Let me know if you like it, man. If not, cool, man. But
put the link in the comment section when this video posts, and everybody go check out Laker Rescue, right? That's the name?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hey, we got to support Laker Nation. We all started somewhere. I remember the days I started with 10, 20 subscribers, man, and you guys supported me all the way up. So I hope, man, I wish you the best, brother, and I will definitely give you my support.
Thanks, man. Dtlf, shout out, bro. Have a good night, man.
You too, brother. Thanks so much for the call. Shout out Memphis.
Yes,
peace out, bro.
Peace.
That's pretty dope. See, Malik Monk is that guy. We all if you're a diehard basketball fan and been watching around the league, you probably already knew about Malik Monk. Even though I take a lot of credit for this stuff, I wasn't the one who seen him first. Obviously, Jordan thought he was pretty special. That's why he drafted him in the lottery, but he hasn't been able to stick yet. Let's see if this is his landing spot for a long time. Hopefully it is. What's up, man? You on live with DTLF and Laker Nation?
What's up, Dan? It's me, James, man.
James, how you doing? James, where you calling in from?
I'm calling from North Carolina, man. Like you were saying, man, it's been kind of a roller coaster throughout the first part of the year, man. But honestly, it's all about just making sure we have the true Laker fans stay optimistic about this year. It's looking ugly right now, but I see. We've seen some pretty good glimpses of good play over the last couple of games. Even though we've seen some slip-ups, but we see some good glimpses of good to even great play throughout this stretch.
Right.
So, I'm looking forward to us trying to win tonight, especially going up against Anthony Edwards, who is
he's balling right now.
Yeah, he's going off. Yeah, he's balling, man. So,
and the thing is, people forget we also going up against D'Lo, who always seems to have a personal vendetta against the Lakers. So watch out for him tonight as somebody who tries to get off. But yeah, bro, you're right. Look, Laker Nation is always going to be here with the team. Now, sometimes I personally might be upset about certain things in the game, but overnight I get over it. Next game, I'm optimistic about the team again. I feel like a lot of people try to get off of the Russell Westbrook train early in the season, and I've been trying to tell them to stick with him because I feel like if we can have a repeat of what happened in Washington last year, we'll be straight. Like he might be one of these players that it takes him a while to pick up on team chemistry and stuff like that, right? There's been a couple of times where Carmelo's been wide open and he has taken the hero ball shot. Now, the only thing I'm hoping is that he makes a little bit of smarter plays, but he is a force. I mean, regardless of what anybody says about Russell Westbrook, he's a all-time leader in triple doubles. You can't, if you were a stat patter, that's just not something you can sneeze out. Even if you're just a stat patter. So,
yeah, and most definitely. And I got you, bro. And you don't even have to explain yourself, man. You are a diehard. There's a reason why you call it DTLF, man. You are
I appreciate that, bro.
First, man. Like you said, if you're not upset over these losses, because after the win against the Heat, even though it was as grimy and as ugly as it was, it shows just how much star power this team has. And there's no excuses. It doesn't matter if LeBron's not playing. Doesn't matter who's not playing. Lakers have more than enough scoring power and more than enough defense to beat any team in the NBA, including them 10-1 Warriors that everybody keeps talking about.
Right. We almost beat him on opening night. We made a couple mistakes in the fourth quarter, but we had him that game. And you're right. Absolutely. Look, the Miami Heat win for me was the most impressive one of the season for multiple reasons. One, obviously, because we had like 6 rotation players all in the sideline, in a suit. So that was an impressive in itself, right? That's number one. Number two, did you notice that the perimeter defense tightened up and we were really making guys, even though Tyler kind of went off, we were making guys work for it. So Laker fans, diehard Laker fans like us, man, just want to see the passion. We want to see the fact that these players care, and they showed that during probably one of the hardest games of the year. So very proud of that win, and you're right. We have to see the positives, Mo. Absolutely.
And we're still on that train, on that fire vocal train. Don't get me wrong. I believe he can fix it, but until he fixes it completely and stops screwing up the rotation, all that, he's in that doghouse. So
yeah, man. I'm still not happy with Frank, to be honest with you. I mean, think about it. Last game, he almost prevented Malik Monk. Like, he took him out in the fourth, and they went on like an 8-0 scoring tear. And we kind of went dry because Malik was the hot hand at the time. And he took out Melo at the same time. So I was like kind of puzzled about it. But then he came to his senses, brought him back. And that was the difference in the game.
Yeah, that's the reason why I called them stepbrothers on Twitter.
Oh, that was you? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they was trying to put us down that game. But let's hope for a better game tonight from Russell Westbrook, man. I appreciate the call, though, bro. Thank you so much, man. As always, I appreciate the support, bro. Thank you, man. Have a good one, man. Take it easy. Go Lakers, man. So, okay. Check this out. Yeah, I was mad at those losses. Obviously, I think we all were. And I think, but you know me. As soon as we rectify a lot of those mistakes, like, it was very encouraging to see the defense getting so much better versus the Miami Heat. And we went toe-to-toe in offense for the most part. We only had a tiny little dry spell in the fourth, so they caught up. But bottom line is the Lakers fought hard, and that's what we want to see. We want to see that fight, that passion. Let's take another call right now. What's up, man? You on live with DTLF?
Hey, my brother Dan. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? I recognize you.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
How you doing?
Welcome back, Dan. First thing first, I want to say happy birthday to Russell Westbrook.
Absolutely,
man.
Laker
Nation, we got to embrace it. The second thing I want to say, Dan, is this. Last weekend I called, you said something about Vogel. And I kind of agree with you now because I've called and I said, let's get him to game 25. Now it's to game 20.
Okay. I like that. So you're shortening up the leash a little bit.
Mistakes, Dan, two horrible mistakes I saw in the last game.
Right. And
the last shot, should I went to Carmelo. He drew a horrible play of the timeout.
I agree.
I almost threw up and broke my TV. So
I'm
coming your side on that final Vogel. Second mistake, Melo got a 5-second inbound. We still had one timeout. Vogel didn't call it. I was like, this is 5 games. We have to put Vogel on the hot seat, give him to game 20, so 8 more games. If he stay bad, we got to fire him.
Yeah, man. You know what? I agree with you. However, just like I mentioned the last time you called, bro, I really don't think they're going to fire him for multiple reasons. For one, because we can get away with masking poor coaching when you have Hall of Fame players on the floor like Rondo's a good floor general at times, and LeBron James is always a good floor general. So a lot of the mistakes will be covered up by having those two Hall of Famers on the floor at different times. That's number one. Number two, the reason I don't think he'll get fired is obviously because he's 1.5 years removed from a championship. Unless this team really takes a plummet. Like, let me give you an example. If we would have lost the last 3 games right now, then he probably would be on the hot seat. But since we won the last 2 and we have a chance to win tonight, I think he kind of is out of the doghouse a little bit. But I agree with you, though. The horrible decisions down the stretch of games has been the reason people have, and the rotations, been the reason people have been really on his case,
Yeah, Yes, I understand that. All I was trying to do is give you your props because you called that last weekend. I was
I appreciate it,
patient,
bro.
but those two mistakes was big. But now I want to say something that's glaring. We got two problems now.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook don't want to give the ball to Melo. I don't know if they have beef since OKC, Dan. I don't know if you see how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
If Russ got the ball, he don't want to pass it to Melo. Do you see that?
What I see, what I see is that Russell Westbrook gets tunnel vision. He's always been that type of player. I think this is one of the reasons that Kevin Durant left the team. I think this is one of the reasons he didn't work out with Harden, because Harden also had, he's a good playmaker when he wants to be, but he wants to score, he scores. And why it didn't work with Bradley Beal, probably. Russell Westbrook is the type that he hears the crowd roaring for Carmelo, and he wants that glory. So it's more.
There
I would,
you go.
you
call it. That's right. That's the thing right there.
So this is the problem with a lot of players, is that they grew up watching Kobe Bryant and they think that means jack up shots at the wrong times. No, Kobe Bryant was a certified killer. He had the green light. Russell Westbrook is not a 3-point shooter. He doesn't have the green light to jack up, crazy shots like that. So I thought he was good and bad, which is what he usually is. He was good. He got us there. But he didn't put us over the hump. Malik Monk did. So
yeah, exactly. Malik Monk was fantastic. That's something else I want to say because I had another point.
Go ahead, bro.
Dwight Howard been horrible. Listen, Dwight Howard is not giving us effort. He doesn't dominate. He got muscles for nothing. All he does is foul people. I understand sometimes the referee are rough, but he's bigger. They only have Bam and the Deadman. He should have been more dominated. Sometimes I feel like DeAndre is better than Dwight. That's alarming for Dwight. That's alarming. Do you see that sometimes? I don't even like DeAndre.
What I think about
not giving us nothing.
What
he
I
was good in preseason. He hasn't horrible for the whole season. Go ahead.
This year, I feel like Dwight Howard has got himself in a lot of foul trouble. So that's what I feel about Dwight, and that's his biggest issue. I mean, he always gives effort all the time. Dwight Howard is a workhorse. Effort is not something I can agree with you where he's lacking. My thing with him is just nobody ever taught him how to set a proper screen. He's always got to be moving, and he gets called for some BS calls sometimes. I will give him that.
11 minutes. He got fouled in 11 minutes, Dan.
Right, but this is
cook rice in 11 minutes, Dan.
He said cook rice. Oh my goodness, you're right. I mean, you're right. He needs to be more careful with those fouls. But that's exactly why I always make the argument that he should not start, because he would foul out really quick and not be a factor down the stretch. Now this is why I feel like we need another big man there for security purposes.
There you go.
But we've been saying it for a while, man. And Dwight Howard is a hard worker.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put him down, because when he figures it out, trust me, he's gonna be good to go. Just like Rondo. Remember earlier in the year, people were already complaining about Rondo.
Rondo's a pro. Yes, right. I agree with you on that.
So these are Hall of Famers, man. We have to give them, their time to do their thing, and eventually they're gonna get right with us. Trust me. Dwight, Rondo, all those guys, we're good.
Dan, I want to address something one of your callers said. I heard him say, "Get Kevin Love." Dan, we need to stay away. I said away from Kevin Love.
Why?
The last thing we need is another old player. Dan, listen.
Wow.
Our team is already. No, let me tell you what. Our team is already good offensively. The defense and the effort is where we lack to. If we're gonna get somebody else that can big, let's get somebody who can play defense. Kevin Love cannot guard a park car. He can't move no.
But to be fair to that caller,
all he can do is shoot threes for us. That's
right.
it. Go ahead.
But to be fair, no, that's not all he can do. He can also pass really well, and he can rebound in spurts.
No, Dad. He can't.
You don't think he can be a good passer on a team full of Hall of Famers?
No, we don't need a passer, Dad. We need somebody who's going to play defense. Let me tell you what we can do. You mentioned we had a kid. I think it's Jay Huff, the tall kid we got. Mm-hmm. We need to give him and Dumboya. Because I like Dumboya for the wing.
Right.
His size is very good.
I agree, but remember,
stay away from old players.
I agree, but one thing I'm going to tell you is this, man, and this is where I disagree with you, is that this is not the year to stay away from old players. The reason why that caller wants Kevin Love, and I agree with him, is because how much worse is he going to be than DeAndre Jordan defensively? However, offensively, it's going to work wonders. It's going to open up spaces where we didn't even know we had them. Russell Westbrook will be able to operate way better. Kevin Love's floor spacing will really make their defense work, because now the whole floor will be spaced out. And he doesn't have to play heavy minutes, just like DeAndre. He can take DeAndre's minutes, and then, you can still play Dwight heavy minutes and AD sometimes at the 5. The point is you have to give a different dimension to the team that we currently don't have, and that's floor spacing. Now, to your point, if Jay Huff can do that, I like that option better because he's younger and he seems to have better defensive potential. However, he's not a proven player, and we all know Frank Vogel doesn't like to play young players. And not Dumboya would have been playing after that impressive showing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so
What I'm trying to tell you, Dad, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Not to cut you off, my brother.
no, go ahead.
Dad, what I'm telling you is this: the Lakers. If you look at our team, right, offensively, even though you can say we got spacing problems sometimes, even DeAndre is trash. The number one problem and the number two is defense and effort.
Right.
So you get a young guy like that J Huff guy, whatever, or we get somebody younger on the market. Well, we gotta get defense because look at the thing. We lacking paint scoring. The presence not felt inside.
Right.
If you get guys in that paint scoring, it's gonna bring more free throws. Look at how Miami they got 35 free throws. We only got about 14.
Right.
Because the paint is not working. Kevin Love stretching is going to be better for offense. I'm with you. I agree with that. But defensively, he don't bring nothing.
But I'm not relying on him defensively because remember, our primary should still have to be.
Because we need somebody to cover AD.
Our primary still has to be AD at the center, and his backup is Dwight Howard. So we just need a part-time big there to fill up the gaps. That's why I think Kevin Love would be solid for us. Now, I agree with you with the whole defensive thing, but remember, Frank Vogel does this. Let's just say we need somebody to stop a bigger player like Bam Adebayo in the playoffs. This is why you have an enforcer like Dwight. Now, if he doesn't work, then AD is going to have no choice but to stick with him full game. It's never going to be Kevin Love. Kevin Love is just, he replaces the gimmick that is DeAndre Jordan. That's all Kevin Love is for. But if there's a better option, let me finish. If there's a better option out there, then I agree with you. We should definitely take it. However, I completely disagree that it's going to be Jay Huff because this coach has proven his inability to give those type of project players opportunities. Caruso didn't really see the floor till after like 1.5 years of being with the Lakers. He had to put in his work with the defenders first.
No, we know that.
So
I'm with you. Let me give you a better option, Dad.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's say we want to get some because Kevin Love, I think he's 32 now, going 33.
Right.
Let's say we want just a big presence. I'd rather have somebody who's going to scare the opposition. So give me DeMarcus Cousins in that case. Because at least Kevin Love don't scare nobody. That's the problem. We need guys who are going to scare somebody.
Right.
We want to go that way. You know? Because that's the thing. Look at the points of the paint. It's alarming.
Right.
It's very alarming. That's why I'm not happy with Dwight because Dwight is out here playing 11 minutes, 0 points, 6 fouls. Like, we need some paint presence to help AD.
Well, I suspect Dwight's going to do much better moving forward, starting probably with tonight. But we're going to need Dwight tonight to win the game. But I agree with you. Look, if you want a paint presence, people have mentioned Bismack Biyombo. Some people have said Damian Jones from last year. There's options there, but it's up to the Lakers to really take those options. And we'll see what happens with as far as that position. But I do agree that we need something else there coming out of that position because we seem to be a little thin in the front line only because DeAndre's not giving us much consistent production.
Also, we need a wing. We need a wing because with Trevor being down, it kills the wing. We need a wing. If we get one wing, but I think Dumboya, if we play Dumboya, he's kind of got to address that. But if not him, I'd rather go with a wing because
what about Taylor Horton Tucker? I mean, he's kind of going to play the wing position, you know? So I think we have it in here.
I'm killing you. Dad, I know I'm killing your time right now. I want to ask you last question.
No problem, man.
I didn't see the timetable for LeBron and Kendrick Nunn and Rondo.
Okay.
Do you have any dates that you know? I just saw the report, but nobody's giving a date.
Right. They're not giving us much information right now. I'm right there with you. However, Rondo's day-to-day. He could play today. He's questionable for tonight's game. So Rondo is closer to returning than most of the players. THT is also day-to-day. So we don't know. We haven't heard nothing about him, but day-to-day is really close. That could be today. That could be, Sunday. That could be Monday. It could be any day. As long as he feels good. Like they test him out before the games, and if they feel good to go, they'll play. But as far as Kendrick Nunn, we still haven't heard any sort of return table for him. But I mean, sometimes no noise is better than noise because he could be close. They're just not saying anything to put pressure on him to return quicker. So
we need him bad.
But I think as far as the wings go, I think we have more than enough, man. At times we're gonna go small, but remember, Avery Bradley could play some wing minutes there. THT's gonna play some wing minutes. We also have Trevor Ariza coming back, so we don't want a log jam there too. We already have a log jam at the guard. The last thing we want is another.
The last question, I promise you, I know you got a lot of color.
Go ahead, bro. I love the passion. Go ahead.
We need somebody That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. All those guys were not that fast. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. That's why I like Dumoya, but I don't know if he's going to see minutes.
Right, absolutely. No, I agree, bro. I agree. I just think we have the guys within the roster as far as every position except for that extra center. And to be honest with you, we don't even have a roster spot open right now. We would have to create that roster spot if somebody gets bought out that the Lakers are interested in. For example, they'd probably have to cut either DJ or somebody. You know?
Baseball, the top two, they're going to leave.
Yeah, I'll cut DJ before I cut Bazemore. I think Bazemore's still good off the bench.
If they're going to cut one or two spots, it's going to be DJ or Baseball. It's going to be probably DJ.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But thanks so much for the call, bro. I appreciate you, man.
No problem, brother. Salute, man. I send you a cash app, too.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a good one.
You too.
I love the passion. See, I like the fact that we can go back and forth, agree or disagree. We can have a conversation respectfully. I love this guy, man. He always calls. So he's a regular, man. Much love to him. Let's take another call, though, because I know y'all waiting on the line. What's up, man? You on live? Hold on. Let me get this right. You on live with DTLF, man? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Dan? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Where you calling in from, brother? What's your name?
Hey, what's going on, man? My name's Joseph, man. I'm calling from LA, man.
LA.
Yeah.
Nice. So what's up, man? What you want to talk about, man? We got all these issues to talk about. What's up?
Man, look, man, it's so much to talk about. First of all, I want to say, man, thank you for answering my call. But look, I feel like, man, tonight, you know, sometimes, man, we like off and on. We might be in trouble.
Right.
Because Anthony Edwards, he's bad. He got a lot of energy, bro.
Right. And perimeter, we struggle with our perimeter defense right now. So, and not just Anthony Edwards. Karl Towns been eating too, bro. AD's gonna have his hands full. Yeah.
Bro, that buzzer beater, bro.
Yeah, AD's gonna have his hands full today with Karl Towns. People forget we were one pick away from potentially getting him the year that we who did we pick up that year?
I think we got Russell.
Yeah, we got Russell. He was Karl Towns was the number one pick. I was hoping for that number one pick too because I thought Karl Towns was a surefire franchise player. I used to remember I they were comparing him to KG and stuff, and I knew he would be a hybrid, bro. But it's gonna be interesting to see how we match up tonight. I think Anthony Davis has to play his best on both ends of the floor for us to have a chance.
Yeah, he got to get aggressive.
And as far as Anthony Edwards, man, he dropped 40 something last game.
Bro, he dropped 40, and then he told Curry he's gonna drop 50.
Yeah, we definitely got to make sure we stay on him and D'Angelo tonight. But it's never the players we anticipate that do the most damage. It's always the Joshua Okogis of the world. You know, it's always that no-name player that kills us, man. So I hope we keep those guys in check.
And we don't even have Hillbilly Kobe.
Yeah, we don't have him for the next 2 weeks, unfortunately, man. But I'm encouraged that if Malik Monk can get consistent minutes, I think he can keep building on what he just did the other night.
Yeah, bro.
We're going to need the bench to step up. Melo has to be home court Melo tonight, because he had an off game the previous game, but he needs to get back on his 20-plus scoring tonight.
Hey, I love the way how Melo been playing, bro. He's like feeding off the crowd.
What a phenomenal pickup for a veterans minimum. Man, all I know is that LeBron, AD better all shave $1 million off of their contracts. It's not going to hurt him and hook him up, man, because he needs a little bit more, bro, than veterans minimum for sure. But I love it too, man. I think. Go ahead.
I'm on the phone with Dan. My wife, she a fan, bro.
Oh man, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Shout out to your wife and yourself, man, for the support, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We support you, man. You did the Kobe tribute.
Oh yeah, you remember that? Yes, sir.
I've been a fan since before Alonzo, bro. I've been a fan.
So you know where we're at, huh? We've been here for a minute. People try to question me and ask me if I was just a fan because LeBron came here. They don't know. They must not know, bro. I've been a.
You've been down since bro. I know true Laker fans, bro. Bro, you a real one, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Likewise. I can tell you how long you been a Laker fan for. I can tell you in the 20s.
Man, I've been a Laker fan since since Kobe when Kobe first got drafted back in '96.
That's me too. That's the ironic part is that Kobe's rookie year got me into basketball. Because my family was always Laker fans even before me, and they was watching. I remember them raving about this young kid, that wanted to be the next Jordan, and that definitely caught my attention, man. From that point on, my passion was born. But I think a lot of people share our story, man, and that's why we love Kobe. because he just he, you
And
know.
hopefully, rest in peace to the mama. But hopefully, we can get some. We like in the future, we get some better players. To come to LA.
Well, and that's the beautiful thing about LA, man. We are a big time stage. We're always going to have those superstars here. I mean, you saw what happened with OBJ, right? He chose the right city.
Yeah.
OBJ's in the building, baby. Yes, sir. It's a city of champions and stars. And so, what I look forward to, though, I hope we can homegrown our own stars. Like how Memphis got Ja Morant. I want one of them type of future Hall of Fame type players in the making. Because I feel like LA loves.
But you know what?
Yeah.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
I just feel like we have that in Brandon Ingram.
We had it.
We got Brandon Ingram, bro. He was there, and I just hate that we have to make a choice between Kuz. I mean, it was a tough choice, bro. But I feel like we should have kept Ingram because Ingram would have been that John Morant for us.
But you know what? I don't think we had that choice because they knew what they were getting in return. They knew obviously that the lottery pick and Brandon Ingram had the higher potential. So I don't think that was an option, bro. I think we were actually lucky we were able to even keep Kuz in that package because from what I heard, they wanted everybody, bro, and then some. So I'm happy with the trade overall. But this is the reason why I don't worry, bro. Do you see the way the Lakers draft? They're gonna find somebody. They're gonna find somebody in the future. It might not be a lottery pick, but we're gonna get somebody in the late teens that's gonna come here and carry the franchise in the future. I just know it. I feel it, bro.
True.
And
shout out to THT too.
THT has a lot of potential, but the beautiful thing about him is that he's still young and his contract ends when LeBron James' contract comes up too. So maybe he'll be the next in line. You never know. We just got to keep grooming these guys. Got to keep grooming them and see what comes up.
Yeah. Hopefully, man, we get this done, man. We really need like 3 in a row. We need this, bro.
That'd be nice, man. It'd be nice to go 3 games over 500 for sure.
I just hate when we start losing. Like sometimes I can tell when we about to lose. It's like I'm a Lakers psyche because I'm a Laker head, bro. Like if we, sometimes we'll get the lead 14 up.
Yeah.
But we'll get so relaxed, and I'm like, no. And I'll see, shout out to Russell, he's doing his thing, but. Like, bro, sometimes, slow it down.
The boneheaded plays got to stop for sure.
Yeah.
I hate it when he tries to go 1-on-5 and stuff like that. That's what got to end,
Yeah.
But everything else, I think he's doing good.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the call, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know you got fans, bro. Man, good looking out, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you and your wife, man. Keep supporting, man, because it truly means the world to me. So thanks, man.
Bro. Keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. That's so tight. When I hear there's whole families that watch me. Like I've heard people tell me that them and their son watch me. This is why I try to keep the language clean as much as possible. Sometimes the passion gets the best of me, but it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm humbled to see all the love and support around the world, man. It's really dope. What's up, man? You on live with Laker Nation? Hello?
Hi.
Hello? What's up, brother? You on live?
Yeah. So I did with you. How can you just hear me?
Yeah, I can understand you. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So I did want you and tell 2017. And then I feel so excited.
You're excited, man. That me and you both, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support, man. I'm just excited to talk to you as you are to me. Much love to you, man. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from
North Carolina. Wow, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. See, man, we got passionate fans all over, man. North Carolina in the house. I appreciate you, man.
By the way, my name is Lee. The one person that keep watching you
since like 2017.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I need my question is how long do you think LeBron James is going to play for?
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. Go ahead.
I say how long do you think LeBron James is going to play for?
Oh, okay. That's a great question right there, man. So my guy from North Carolina wants to ask, how long do I think LeBron James is going to play for? Well, rumor has it that he wants to play all the way till his son comes into the NBA, bro. But I think he's going to play up until his contract ends. I'd be shocked if he gets another contract from us. Maybe he'll go back to Cleveland and play his final years there. I don't know. LeBron is very unpredictable, but I'd say about 3 to 4 more years. That's my prediction, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support, man. You say you've been with me since 2017. That means the world to me, brother. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right.
So keep doing what you're doing. I will continue to support you.
Thank you, brother. Much love.
Because your channel is the first channel I find.
Oh man, that's very heartwarming, brother. That is very heartwarming, man. And thank you so much for the call. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man, because we got plenty of callers calling in. But I truly, from the bottom of my heart, man, I want to tell you I'm thankful for you, and thanks so much for the call. Okay.
Yeah. My last question. How many points do you think we will win by tonight?
Tonight. Okay. I'll take that question, man, before I go. And thanks again so much for the call, buddy. I think we're gonna win for I say, look, it's Minnesota. They're a very streaky young team. So it depends on the Lakers. The Lakers come out here and take care of business. It should be a 7 to 10 point win. However, if we allow them to stay within the game, then I think it's going to be, a little bit of a long night, maybe even overtime. Hopefully not. But thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Much love to you. All right. Wow. Very inspiration call, man. Hey, listen, we have all kinds of fans from all over the place. North Carolina. He said he's been with me since 2017. That means the world to me, man. Those are heartwarming calls, man. I was able to understand him. He speaks really well. Let's take one more call. What's up, man? You on live with Dtlf?
Hello.
What's up, brother? Where are you calling from?
LA.
LA. Yes, sir. Talk to me, man.
I wasn't even expecting you to answer the phone, but
Surprise, man. Here I am. What's up, man?
Yeah, the
What's
whole
up, man?
wrestle thing, man. Like before, like when everyone was telling us, like, oh, should we get Russell? Like we were like, no, we shouldn't get him and all that,
Yeah.
So we're like, it's not a good fit, and we all knew that. But once they like made the deal, we kind of like, we have to like, accept it and be like, we have to take a chance because they already did the deal and all that. So, I'm just hopeful.
Let me ask you this, bro. Now that you've seen how Russell Westbrook plays and the fact that we've been able to get some wins we normally wouldn't, without him, for example, we wouldn't. There's no way in hell we would have beat the Miami Heat without Russell Westbrook. That's the good side of having him. However, it's also questionable if we would have lost some of those games versus the Thunder if we wouldn't have had him, right? So it's a double-sided blade. In my opinion, I think it's going to be more good than bad at the end of the year, and I think he can even help us win a championship. However, he does need to cut down on turnovers, so I'll give you that. I was happy with this trade because one thing Russell Westbrook always brings is passion and intensity. If he can just harness that and put it into the right direction, you know what I'm saying? Like if he could just kind of take away a little bit of his turnovers and just play a little more under control. Because sometimes what drives me crazy is he'll come like at fast speed and his teammates aren't playing at the same pace. and he'll like get himself up in the air without knowing what to do, and he'll turn the ball over. You can't premeditate what you want to do. You have to read and react, right? So I just, there's one thing about me with the Russell Westbrook is I'm very curious to see when LeBron comes back how we continue to adjust and adapt. I like what I've seen between all three of them together. When they had a big game, all of them, even Carmelo Anthony, we were impossible to beat. And I think, whenever that happens, those nights, no matter who we face, when all four of those guys get into a groove, including Melo, because I don't think we have a big three. When he's going off, we have a big four, bro. I think this team's going to be impossible to beat. And that's what I get excited for.
Yeah, so for sure, I think that Russell's like better for the regular season for us right now,
right?
Over Buddy Hield, because Buddy Hield is not gonna he's a real good player and a sniper, but I feel like for the regular season, since LeBron's missing games because of age, and AD, man, he gets on my nerves because he could really be dominating like all the time, but like he rather like shoot. Like I remember in the finals. Like he was like, yeah, PJ Tucker on him. He over there shooting fadeaways. Like,
right.
Like that he's supposed to like take advantage of that. I just hate the way he wants to be more like of a shooting guard. And I feel like AD, man, if he was like playing the post more, everybody wants him to play like that. But he just, I don't know. Probably he just wants to save himself. He doesn't want to get injured because he's injury prone.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a combination of things. But the good thing about AD is we've already tested him when we really needed to call in his number. And the bubble, he really showed that he has that clutch gene and he can really play the best way, man. So, I just think it's a beautiful thing to see that Anthony Davis does have a high basketball IQ. It's just like you said, I do feel sometimes he gets complacent and fades away too much. But I can't wait for the postseason because that's when, if he's healthy, I think we're unbeatable, man. I really do.
And that's what I feel too. Like the bubble experience. I feel like I know I don't put an asterisk towards it because we won the chip, But at the same time, there wasn't no fans, and I feel like fans is a big part of the game.
That's a good point.
Like, fans make they make the pressure and all that. Like that's why you see people missing free throws and all that. So. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying there's an asterisk, but I feel like, that we didn't have all that pressure that in the bubble. So I feel like, AD still has a lot to prove.
But the good news on that, though, I will say about that, and you make a good point about the fans. This is why I feel like we have to get a good Western Conference standing this year. None of that, 7 seed crap from last year.
Yeah.
This is why I think these games early on are important. So I agree with you there because fans do matter in the playoffs. And you see how good Carmelo Anthony is when the fans feel him. We're going to need that Melo in the playoffs for sure. However, I'll say that whole fan situation and the pressure of playing under the fans and the pressure, that applies more to younger players. Anthony Davis, he won under the pressure in Kentucky, under the pressure of all the fans and everything. He's won at every level. Fans are not. So that doesn't really apply to him. More so that I worry with the younger players like Austin Reeves. If they're in a hostile environment, maybe THT, then maybe they could disappear. But I expect the best no matter where AD plays in. If he's healthy, I expect the best.
Yeah, and the thing is, man, I'm gonna be honest, I was never really a Russell Westbrook fan. I know that he's stat pads and all the triple doubles and stuff before, but I never really looked at the triple doubles as I feel like Kevin Durant could average a triple double, LeBron could have but they're not doing that. They're trying to do whatever the team wants. Because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't always a Laker fan. I became a Laker fan because LeBron joined. So I was when LeBron joined the Heat, that's when I started liking basketball. And then I was a Heat fan, and when he left the Heat, I was a Cavs fan. And then I'm not gonna just lie and be like,
no, that's cool. I respect it, bro. I respect it. My question to you.
I'm not the biggest Laker fan.
Right.
I grew up watching LeBron. He's to me, he's the greatest player of all time.
Right. And I respect it, bro. There's no wrong for that,
From a long time, man. Every time he doesn't play, just look at the teams, how they play when they don't have him, man. That's what Laker fans are seeing with LeBron. When LeBron misses, even if he has good, Kyrie, Kevin Love, and you see them not do anything because. That's how good LeBron is, man.
He's a special talent, and I always tell people, whether you're a Laker fan here before LeBron or after or whatever, enjoy the talent while it's here, man. Because people forget those rebuilding years when you don't have that superstar after Kobe retired. Those were really hard years. We were winning like 15, 16 games. And even when Kobe was here, it was hard because he was no longer, the Black Mamba that we knew before the injury, So we gotta appreciate talent while it's here for sure. I agree with you. I love LeBron. Now, I didn't really like him that much before. So
like just watching him for a long time, I could see the decline though for sure. Because like he never used to. I used to watch him Heat, Miami. I mean, Heat and Cavs, and like little injuries that you would have before.
Right.
He could just like go play the next game and like that. But now like shit, when the 2018 season when he got hurt against the Warriors, I was like, damn, like it is age creeping up on him and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Father Time is always undefeated, bro. But the best part is that he's still strong as hell, bro. Like I see this man get knocked around all the time. Sometimes don't even get the foul calls, and he gets right back up. He's a soldier, man. But LeBron James earned my respect when he came here because he was the first superstar to come here. A lot of players were scared of the pressure of playing for LA because it's a lot of pressure to play in Kobe's shadow and Magic Johnson's shadow. But if you're strong-minded, it's not really playing in their shadow. It's building your own legacy and adding to those great, players. You're going to be hanging. LeBron's going to be hanging in the rafters alongside Kobe, Magic, Kareem. That blosters his legacy even more, believe it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully they could retire both numbers. If he could win with the number 6, and then
if he wins, let me tell you something. He wins a championship with this number 6 this year, and he makes history because we'll be the winningest franchise ever. Not only is he going to be a heavy favorite for conversation and GOAT, but he will get both numbers retired because the Lakers are like that. We're just classy like that, bro. Go ahead.
To me, LeBron's I'm a big LeBron fan and all that. He's my favorite player, but I'm not. The thing I hate about is his free throws, man. For the longest I've been watching him, he's been okay at free throws, but he's not when it comes down to clutch free throws, man. He just doesn't have it. And that's the one thing I'm like, damn, man. That's when people bring up the clutch thing. I believe he's clutch because he has more game winners than Jordan and anyone. To me, he's clutch. And not only that, him being a pass first guy, and he's about to catch Kareem. I feel like that's just damn, bro. That's crazy. A pass first guy is gonna
LeBron is always gonna go down as one of the GOATs, whether he's your main GOAT or your secondary GOAT or whatever. He's always gonna go down because I believe in this league, even though we've seen some great talent like Kareem, like Bill Russell, guys that have won multiple championships and dominated. The true transcendent players that really took the league by storm, the three that stand out to me that revolutionized the game with the athleticism and all that, to me, from my era, from when I was born, is Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. Those are my top 3 athletes. Sure. So anytime you put them in the GOAT conversation, I'm cool. Heck, I'm even cool when they add Magic, Kareem. Some people say Bill Russell. I can't say that. I'm a Laker fan, but some people will say that. I'll be okay with it because he had 11 titles, But there's only really the Holy Trinity, man. Those are the real 3 in the conversation for GOAT. And
so right now, would you say Kevin Durant's the best player in the league, or Giannis? Or you think LeBron? Because me,
I still think it's LeBron.
Player, but
I think when LeBron is healthy, nobody wants to see a healthy LeBron in a 7-game series. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but you have to give the best player of the league title to the person that currently reigns as a champion and led this team there. Who is that? Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so I have to respect him, even though he's not my favorite player in the league, nor do I believe he's the best player in the league. But the title says you have to dethrone him before. So I can't give that to Durant because Durant hasn't done diddly squat outside of a super team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So till I see something from Durant,
him joining the team that beat him, that's when I lost my respect for him. But he's one of the best. He's one of the best players ever. But when he joined the 73-9 team, not only that, but the team that beat you,
right?
Come on, bro.
So to me, Kevin Durant will always be the most disappointing potential GOAT player ever.
Yeah. Because
his career decisions, if you a championship for OKC would have definitely made me respect him a lot more, but he didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then
not only that,
he went to Golden State, bro. Yeah, exactly. He joined that team. He went to Golden State, and he wins 2 championships, but he was on a team with 4 All-Stars. At the time, Draymond was still an All-Star.
Like,
Clay was an All-Star, and so was Curry, and so was he.
LeBron had to go against that, too. LeBron was going against a team. Well, he had J.R. Smith as the second best player, and he's over there going against a team with KD, Steph.
Even the 2020 championship that LeBron won was way more impressive than anything KD's ever done, because that was just him and AD. There was no other superstar on that team. You know what I mean?
And then 2015, like before Warriors even became the Warriors, that year, the Cavs were gonna win the championship, but Kyrie gets hurt and Love was hurt. So LeBron had Dtlf as the second best player and took them to a game 6.
Now I had a love-hate relationship with LeBron. I loved him when he first got drafted and played his first 7 years in Cleveland. Big fan of his. I couldn't wait to see him versus Kobe in the finals. That never happened. Then I hated him when he went to Miami and did that not 4, not 5, not 6. I thought that was really cocky and arrogant. And that's when I turned on him, and he became the villain of the league, not just me. And then when he went back to Cleveland and won a championship, I bowed down. I said major props and respect to LeBron. And then I kind of felt like he was going to come to LA. I started predicting it like a year ahead. I said, okay, he already bought another house in LA. I've been hearing rumors that his family wants to be here. And believe it or not, I actually had an inside source telling me that LeBron was guaranteed to be a Laker. So I was like, with my whole heart, I was, preaching it to Laker Nation. I was able to predict that a year ahead. But him coming here just to me elevated him in my book, because he came in a time where we were in turmoil. It was a time when our front office was still questionable. And it was a time when we couldn't even get meetings with certain stars because they had heard of all the negative stuff about Jim Buss, right?
Yeah.
So him coming here showed me he had a pair of cojones, and I major props. From there on, I said, I just became a witness. LeBron James joined a galore of greatness. He wins the championship here. He will definitely be in the GOAT conversation. He wins multiple championships. It's going to be hard to dethrone him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, with the Miami decision, I feel like, he did that because, the Boston Big Three, he couldn't get over that. And he was going against like 4 Hall of Famers, so he just made his own super team to go against that. That's not what KD did. KD joined the team that beat him. He was literally about to go in the finals and meet LeBron in the finals.
Well, and the thing about Kevin Durant is he's always been a very emotional, sensitive superstar.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what people don't like about him. It's like, bro, you're a millionaire. You should be super happy, smiling from cheek to cheek. You're living your dream, and he chooses to waste time creating burner accounts to argue with people.
Yeah, liking pictures of people talking down on Steph, when Steph is like a big reason why he had those chips. Curry needed Durant, but Durant needed Curry more. Right.
Absolutely, bro. I agree with your point, man. 110%. Thanks so much for the call, bro. We got tons of other callers, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. But I agree with you, man. Shout out to LeBron James, definitely one of the GOATs. And I think Los Angeles has truly relished him, to be even in the conversation, because that's something that if he didn't come here to LA, I promise you, we're very biased towards our city. We wouldn't even talk so highly about him. That's the truth,
Yeah, shout out to your channel, and keep doing what you're doing, man. Every time before the game, when I'm on YouTube, I watch your channel.
Appreciate you, bro.
Every time, so just keep it up, bro. You're doing your thing.
Thank you, man.
Just that thing I gotta say, man. I just feel like Russell, if he could get that bond that Rondo has with AD, that would be super good, because Rondo and AD, they just have a good, from the Pelican days and then winning a chip, that's what Russell got to do with AD. They got to get that, bond, on the court, because they mesh, Rondo and AD, they mesh together perfectly.
Absolutely, brother. I agree. Thank you so much, man, again, for the call, man. Appreciate the support as well. And I agree, man. Everything you said was on point, so I appreciate that. And I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, for sure, man.
All right, brother. So, yeah, I mean, look, this whole GOAT conversation thing, guys, is something that you can really go either way with it. It's not, if even if you have Kareem up there, if you have Magic Johnson, I can't knock you for who your GOAT is. Most people, objectively speaking, are going to have their GOAT be the player they grew up watching. For me, it was Kobe Bryant. For some people, it was Michael Jordan. Some people, believe it or not, their GOAT is Dr. J, even though, if you say Dr. J is your GOAT, I'm not really going to take it serious, but for some people, everybody has a different GOAT, and we just have to respect people's opinions. When I was younger, man, I used to argue about this stuff all the time, but now I'm very objective when it comes to these things, because I think it's really something that depends on your opinion. All right, let's take last phone call of the night, man. What's up, man? You on live with DTLF? Hello? Hello? All right, if the call drops, it's not my fault, guys. Go ahead. One last call before I get off. Hello? What's up, man? You on live with DTLF? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, bro? You on live?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Mambo Mentality.
Mamba Mentality.
I've been around, like, watching this channel for, like, a good couple months now.
All right, I appreciate that. What's up, man? What do you want to talk about today?
Hey, man, I just want to touch on 3 points, and I want to make it quick because I know you're about to leave, and I'm also watching that Mexico game.
Okay, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm a part Mexican.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, tonight's a big game for us, man. We got to beat USA tonight.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, the 3 points I want to make is the topic you were talking about earlier with that one guy about pressure and all that, the youngsters. I do get a feeling like there is pressure to be here in LA, and especially on the Lakers.
Okay.
And but sometimes I feel like there's too much pressure. Like these trolls and these people, they gotta ease off on like THT, and like all the other youngsters we have, because like you see what Jordan Poole is doing right over there at the Warriors. Like he's coming out now, and everybody's surprised that he's coming out right now. And he didn't get the pressure that THT is getting right now. So like I want these fools to like lay off THT and like just let him work, let him start cooking, because this man hasn't even cooked. That's what I usually say. Like he hasn't even cooked. Like this dude is barely like putting the pan on and turning on the stove. Like let him cook, and then let's see the final product. Like don't put all that pressure on him right now, because then he like when you put that much pressure on him, then that's when like they start messing up.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's a good point. Los Angeles is a city of stars, and not every star can shine its brightest, But when a special player comes along, like you see what Carmelo's doing here, right? So, when a special player comes along, I think he's going to shine even brighter than he usually would. I mean, when was the last time we seen Carmelo put up these kind of numbers, right? So, right, it's been a while, not since the New York Knicks days. So I gotta say, Anthony Davis to me is a superstar. It's just that he is very polarizing because of his style of play, right? Sometimes you'll really love him, sometimes you'll dislike the way he plays. But one thing's for sure, man, I think as the postseason approaches, we're gonna see a much more focused, locked in Anthony Davis, because I think he still has something to prove this year. People calling him soft, and like you said, there's a lot of pressure here. Now, as far as THT, that kid is fearless. I never worry about pressure getting to THT. He is fearless. He proved it to me day one when we first played him in the bubble. And, he coming off of the G League. He gets his first opportunity in a playoff game, and he had like a huge 9 points that game versus Houston, and he played excellent defense. And he's proven it to me time and time again. Also, when he went against his Chicago native and Derrick Rose, his idol, who he grew up watching, and he hits the game winner in overtime in his face last year when we were, with a lot of injuries. He showed me he's a big-time player, and he's fearless. So, as far as the pressure getting to him, most of the people that really hate on THT are stands of other players. I think you catch my drift, right? Who always looking for a trade or
trolls.
Yeah, they're always looking for either a trade or they play too much 2K, got too much time on their hands. Those are the main people that are always trying to throw young players like THC and HBK under the bus. But those are good young talent that I think is going to be around for a while.
Oh, yeah, and we see that now, like what they're doing now. Like just wait 1 or 2 more years, and you'll see what they really can do. And this is crazy because we see it, and we know like we can damn, we got these guys like really off like second round drafts, and you see or undrafted, and damn, dude, like you really got steals here.
Yeah,
and I'm just telling like Laker fans right now, like just wait a little longer, and you'll see what these guys can really do.
For sure, man. We have to. I mean, you notice when we get impatient, we end up trading away these players. You see how all the young talent is doing and performing in other cities, right? So we just got to give them time. Everybody's on their own timeline, and some are late bloomers, some right away come out killing. So I agree with you on that, bro. Absolutely.
And the 2 topics else I want to talk about is what like these Lakers are doing. Like we already know what they're capable of. I just want to like if any of I don't know if any Lakers fans are like looking out there or like they're here like listening to this. Any Laker players like just put in the max effort because you're playing for the biggest city, the biggest market, and all that stuff. Like put your heart into this because like we got our heart into this, and just play with heart and effort every game, and that's really what we want from you guys. Like even if you guys lose some games, like we just want to know that you guys tried and all that.
Right.
That's what we really want.
Absolutely. You're right. That's Laker Nation will fall in love with any player that plays hard. Hence Alex Caruso, right? He became a star overnight here in Los Angeles. And it wasn't the stats, but it was how hard and smart he played. So I agree with you, bro. And the Lakers just got to put in work for the city, and the city will definitely put in love and work for them, for sure.
Yeah. They got to put in work, man. They got to be on the gym and, and just practicing those things. Because I think that, too, like you were talking about this like a few streams ago, like your nephew, man, he's very smart, dude. Because I've been saying the same thing. He's been saying it. Like, I've been preaching it for years. Like, these dudes need to go to the gym and, like, just practice what they're, like, just practice what they preach, basically. Like whatever they're learning out there, not only, like, dribbles and like, drills, they got to be, like, doing whatever plays they're running in the practice area and bring that to the game. Because, like, we need to see that, like, when we see them jack up shots, like, Lakers fans are smart. They know that they're jacking up shots.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like, they don't have no play running. Like, yeah, part of it falls on Frank Vogel, but like he's not a good offensive coach. But saying like they really need to start doing that because this seems like the Warriors and the Miami Heat, they run plays, and that's what we love to see. We love to see like a play being run and be like damn, like that was a rehearsed play. Like you could tell they were rehearsing that because like that's what's kind of like acting like you practice it and practice it so you get it right. And you just like, even whether you knock down the shot or not, we know when it's a clean shot, and
right.
That's what these Lakers need to do. Like they need to keep practicing and rehearsing these plays. So as fans, we know like they're trying. They're not just out there jacking up shots.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And thanks for the call, brother. I truly appreciate it, man. Great points. The Lakers don't really practice much. That's something that Frank Vogel doesn't really preach. I've heard they've had like maybe 5 practices this season, and most of those come off of embarrassing losses. So to your point, you're right. They need to, they need to continue to work on those things and iron it out. But chemistry will get things right for sure. Thanks so much for the call, man.
Yeah, I sure hope so, man. All right, yeah. You take care, man.
You too, brother. Thank you. I love it, man. It was a success tonight. I mean, you guys obviously touched on some key points, man. I appreciate everybody who called. Now, I didn't really pay attention to the comment section because it's Phone Call Friday. I'm reading here and there and scheming down. I've seen a lot of y'all some clowns, man. Y'all really funny. Somebody said that they're making a birthday cake out of bricks for Russell Westbrook. That's hilarious. I was trying not to laugh because I was talking to somebody. But, yeah, it was pretty tough, man. Y'all make it tough with me in the comment section. Anyways, if I missed your comment for any reason, I will be on live at 6:45 for pregame. So make sure you guys tune right back in. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here because we went over the hour. Usually I don't like to go over the hour because people will look at it and be like intimidated by the video, right? Because they went over the hour. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, phone fan call Friday. Tongue twister. Fan phone call Friday was a success. You guys made it that. So I thank everybody who called, everybody who liked, donated, whatever, man. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys right here for the recap. Definitely focusing on the comment section. For not the recap, I'm sorry, for the pregame in about 45 minutes. So I'll see you guys right back, man. Take it easy.